There's a game called Junk Art. In Junk Art, you are rival artists, and you're building sculptures, and your medium is junk that you find in a junkyard. One of the things that's kind of cool about Junk Art is each round, you're in a different city. So the story is you're sort of artists going around the world doing your art installations, and each city has its own set of rules. What those rules are, they'll tell you ahead of time, and that also mean that each city has its own way of determining who the winner is and what you get for winning. But each round has a few things in common. Like I said, number one, you're making a sculpture. You're using pieces from the junkyard. So what's usually going to happen is at some point you're going to get a card. And that card is going to have one of these pieces that are on here on it. You're going to find that piece in the pile of all these pieces, and you're going to add it to your structure. These black squares right here, these are your base. You can put them down like this. You can stand them up like this. You can start off your base however you want, but ultimately you're going to be building your structure off of that base. The key thing is that nothing in your structure can touch the table in any way. If you're placing a piece and it falls like that one just did, that's actually fine. You just put it back on. The problem is when you're placing a piece and you knock off a piece that was already on your structure. That becomes a fallen piece, and that goes into your fallen pieces pile. Different cities have different consequences for fallen pieces. Some of you get a couple fallen pieces, you're out of the game. Other ones you get a couple fallen pieces and it's just going to hurt you a bit, but you keep on going. When you're placing a piece, there's a few restrictions. Number one, you can hold the base to steady your tower as you're placing a piece, but you cannot hold or move any of the pieces with your hand. There's one way you can move the pieces, which is if you place a piece onto the base in a way where it sort of shoves over pieces that were already there, you can do that. But again, if in the process a piece falls off, that's a fallen piece. You can use one or both hands whenever you're placing a piece. And whenever you're placing pieces, you have to place them one at a time. So if I've got two pieces to place, I can't go like that. I got to do them one at a time. Like I said, each city is different. So as it's going along, you're going to get points based on different things. So the rule book, you decide what city you're going to play in. And it suggests that you start with Philadelphia. So you'd go to Philadelphia. You have a set of rules here, so it tells you how to play. It tells you what happens when there's fallen pieces. So in Philadelphia, as soon as you have two or more fallen pieces, you're eliminated from the game. And then it also tells you how the exhibition is going to end and fans awarded. So you're going to get points based on how well you did. And those points in this game are called fans. So you've won fans of your artwork. So each of these white chips in here is going to be worth 1 point. Each of these black chips in here is going to be worth 5 points, or again, 1 fan or 5 fans. When you're done with that city, you're then going to go on to the next city, play that one, and get points for that one. You can play as many cities as you want. At the end of the round, whoever has the most fans is the winner.